Alright, so welcome back. On the last episode, we just got to the Rattay mill, since Theresa saved us from skeletons. We've had a bite to eat, so Henry doesn't starve. Poor guy. We equipped some stuff, nothing too much to not get too over encumbered. I'm just taking things of value in order to sell to the Rattay tailor. And actually also gonna take some of the flowers and the bandages and the lockpick and the money. The flowers are for the perk. Can't really remember the name. I'll show you in a second. I should also take some food with me, I think. My savior schnapps, of course. I had 46 apples, Jesus. And this should be enough for now. So the flowers are for this perk here. Flower power. If I've got enough herbs on me, I'll make a more charismatic impression. So +2 to charisma. It's useful. Hello, Theresa.
Have you eaten yet?
I have.
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Theresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say, the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him.
Farewell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have every DLC. So this is just showing you that there are quests for the DLC which I can make. Take a bath. Ooh, flowers. Mint. Oh, mint. Doggy. Doggy. Hello. Bork, bork.
Greetings, Henry.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker, you know? I don't want to think about Skalitz. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
I'll take the doggy.
All right. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
So the doggy you can only get if you have the women's lot DLC. I believe that's the name.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me?
But it's nice having a dog.
From Skalitz, remember?
Bork, bork.
Wanna go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
Okay, so now I have a canine companion. He is my sidekick. So we can see something about him here. He's not very obedient yet, as you kind of need to train him so he can learn new commands and to smell better and all those things. But don't drink that water. Okay.
Good fella.
Good fella.
That's my boy. Look what I've got for you.
Gonna give him some food.
You'll love this.
Yeah, smells good. Chomp, 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 chomp. Okay, I'll speak with this guy soon. Yeah, and Henry really does need to sleep. So, let's talk to Miller Peshek and get trained in lockpicking.
Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in your right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left, got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock with the blade, but don't stop holding the tumbler with the pick. You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's for practice. Real locks, you have to watch out for the pick. May the Lord watch over you. Damn.
Oh no! Yeah, Henry really does not like falling. Jesus, broke both his feet. Holy Jesus. This is because of... where can I see this? Where can I see this? Ah, here. Brittle bones. All it takes is a little fall and your bones break with an awful crack. You suffer much worse injuries than other when you fall. So, keep that in mind. Otherwise I'm gonna kill myself. Did I lose HP? I did lose HP. Jesus Christ. Right, so what time is it? It's 3:46. I could go to bed. I should go to bed. It's gonna be really early when I wake up, but it's better than just walking around really tired. So, let's sleep for a bit. Waking up at 4 AM. And Henry needs to eat. This is spoiled. Damn it. Okay, so this goes out. Do I have more food here? I do. And it's gonna spoil soon as well. Eat all the apples. Might as well take something with me. I'll take the salami and the pretzel. And I guess some apples, in case I need to eat. Oops. Oh, I don't have a torch. Okay. Yeah, so since it's even illegal to walk around in major cities without a torch, and since I don't have one, I'm just gonna wait for like 2 hours for the sun to come up. And then continue on. This should be fine.
Halt! Who are you?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Rattay Kabiller of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Rattay what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Rattay isn't pleased.
Oh, I have a quest. From Adam?
How? What are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night, and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
Oh, Kunesh.
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant? Huh? No.
He wants to sleep. Okay, so this is Rattay, which is the major city we'll likely be spending most of our time in. And for right now, I really wanted to sell some stuff to the tailor, but it's still way too early. So let's give it a bit more time for the shops to open. And see if we can make some money. Come on. Open the store. I see you in there. The tailor always likes to take his time. So, what are my quests? I need to see Sir Radzik, and currently I'm around here.
Garlic, carrot, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground.
Come on, Taylor. Jesus. I'm gonna give him another hour, I guess. Finally.
My respects to...
Okay, so let's talk trade. Yeah, so I can make a bit of money here, which is really nice for the start. I'm also gonna
Let's
haggle.
talk about the price.
Naturally.
Try and squeeze every little bit.
This is a waste of...
Oh, damn it. I'll try it with this one.
Greetings.
I think I pushed my luck.
May the Lord watch over you.
I'd like to discuss the...
Naturally.
Naturally. Let's go for 310.
It's not worth it to me. All right, sir.
Haha. Much better. So we've got some money. And now we're gonna go and see Sir Radzik, which I believe is still the same spot. Yeah, he is. At Pugsteen Castle.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul.
Indeed,
It is him.
it is he.
What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Rattay. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
Oh. Is he not here? Oh, it's above. Okay.
Huh?
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Birkstein is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honored. Perkstein is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taunberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Theresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Rattay. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him. Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
That priest, man. That priest. Train hard, fight easy. Shum. So training ground is over there. I have a quest giver over there.
Brooms for your house, rakes and hoes for your field. What else do you need? Come on up and see.
Oh, I think I know what this is. It's fist fighting. Doggy, come here. Ooh, private property. No.
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead.
Such a
So
nice
get out of
person.
here.
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is.
All right, then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well, then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
Okay. Found the grocer. Oh, Captain Bernard is also making his way to training grounds. So let's talk to the innkeeper, see if anyone needs help.
God be with you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Could be. Berthold, our local gamekeeper, was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help?
All right.
Do you know if there's any...
Very well.
Okay. Oh, food. And I do need food.
Good day to you. What do you need?
Any work for me here by any chance?
That depends. How's your hearing?
What?
I said, how's your hearing?
It's perfectly fine. You don't have to scream at me. I mean, why are you asking?
Because there is this one little job going. But I need someone who knows the area well and has good ears.
I ought to be able to handle that.
Fine. So here's the problem. My friend is a birder, and he left a few rare nightingales with me for safekeeping. They're good to trade. Rich gentlemen hang them caged up in their chambers. It keeps their wives from fretting when they're off drinking and wenching.
I see.
The trouble is the nightingales are gone. I don't know how, but the birds have flown.
Hang on, surely you're not asking me to go flapping around looking for birds?
Not exactly. Luckily, their wings are clipped, so they won't be far, and the watchman in the tower told me they headed off toward Vranik. I have traps prepared. It should be easy enough to catch them in those.
Fine, but how will I know where to put the traps?
I hear they like pine woods, and there's a pine-covered hill just before Vranik.
Right, a bloody great wood.
That's just why you need to listen out. Nightingales have a distinctive song. When you hear it close by, you set a trap on the spot. They kept twittering away the whole time they were here, so I can remember the tunes. I'll sing them to you.
I can't wait.
It went something like this.
What? People keep birds like that in their houses? It's like the sound a cat makes when you pull it by the tail.
You know how it is. The gentry's got all manner of odd tastes. The question is, can you remember it?
Yes, I'll remember.
Right, here are the traps. Don't forget, once you hear a nightingale, set a trap nearby. You ought to be caught in it after a while.
I'll do that.
Take care now.
Jesus. Oh, you're peeing. Do I have weapons in need of sharpening? I don't. Tournament area. I'm not ready for tournaments just yet. Aha. And here is Captain Bernard. So the next thing we'll do is train with him. Firstly, to progress in our quest, train hard, fight easy. And also to get some skills and maybe like level up some of our strength and agility, which will be needed if we ever face combat when we are exploring. So in the next episode, that's where we'll begin. Until then, stay well.